Hi everyone. I wanted to make a quick video update because my hands still it's hard for me to type still. My brain still isn't quite with it, but it's more it's more with it than it has been. So I want to start with treatment. Treatment is going wonderfully. I'm addressing all of the weird. I mean, I've had so many weird things come up in my blood, especially in the past 6 months. It's been really bad. Um, things have changed. Things had changed. I'm gonna say had past tense because now we're looking forward, but had changed drastically for the worse. So we're addressing all those issues. Some are pretty serious. And so the doctor's monitoring me closely, which I love being here for that. But I do my IV Monday through Friday, and also I'm on, like I said, a bunch of other medications too to address all the other stuff as well. So I feel like we're doing everything that we possibly can at this point. And I am my incontinence has gotten a lot better since being in treatment, and also being out of certain environments that were triggers for me. When you think of mold and when you think of water damaged buildings, you might think of like it might affect your sinuses or your asthma or something. It was affecting me neurologically, and that's actually what was causing majority of my seizures. Uh, before this treatment, I was with Elliot, and someone had gifted me a stay at a hotel that was a newer hotel, so we thought I wasn't going to be reactive to it because I had been reacting to like a lot of my friends had let me stay, or a few friends, I should say, had let me stay in their houses, but they were like older houses, and I was just when, reacting horribly. I mean, like woke up one day and at one house and washed my face and lost all my eyebrow hair, which is very strange. And I know it sounds crazy, but when you're living it, it's just scary. And So it was triggering a lot of autoimmune stuff. But Elliot and I were, he was with me, and we walked into this newer hotel, and this was before I started treatment. It was before I really realized what my triggers were. This was one of the felt like God really spoke to me this day. But I walked in, and the scent was so strong from the hotel. I mean, it was just like a normal, I don't know, scent that you would perfumey type thing. But I ended up having an absence seizure, and it was out of it for a while, and did some other things that I won't mention because it's embarrassing. But anyways, it was I don't know. I had been calling on God um, to try to figure out what was missing and why I was failing for years. All of these different treatments, and I think we finally put it all together that I have to stay away from certain triggers right now. Strong scents being one of them. Yes, I know it sounds crazy, but again, when you're living it and your children see it, it stinks, and it's weird. It's weird for all of us, but it's there, so you deal with it and you stay out of it. And luckily, God gave me the message. I've been staying out of it, and that's good. So I'm here in Tallahassee Monday through Friday. I would not be able to do this if it weren't for a family that took me in. Um, so I'm able to stay here, and they're a beautiful, wonderful, fun, loving family. And They understand the disease well, and it's been God sent. If I'm not able to see my own boys every single day, then I'm around a family environment, which I think is really important because it's very hard. It's very hard being away from my boys. Um, so I talk to them every night. I do FaceTime with Ollie, and I do his homework with him every night and stuff. And I'm more with it for the homework too, which shows that the treatment's working as well, which is cool. Um, and I feel more with it. Like even I'm able to do this, and I'm not. I'm trying to keep my train of thought. I think it's going kind of. Um, so I get to stay here, and that's a beautiful thing. Another beautiful thing is a, a friend leased a car for me. I will be making the payments, and but I'm in a car that's reliable, and that that was an incredible thing too. Like I've met so many angels in this. I had lost so many friends, but then I've met so many angels, and those angels are friends too now. So I guess it works out. It's been weird, but I think it's all finally coming together. So what I'm asking for now is my situation on weekends is a little bit tough. I was finding like cheap Airbnbs. There was one place in particular that I could breathe really well in, but it was in Palm Coast, and that was quite a drive to Orlando, and I'm trying to drive too much. And this weekend, I'm actually just staying in Tallahassee because there's I need to actually rest because I was coming home on weekends and I was doing like full weekends with Ollie and seeing Elliot, and I want to do that because I miss my boys so much. But this weekend, I think I'm just gonna stay here and rest because like I'm definitely feeling the when we up the dose. I definitely have my good days and my bad days, but more good days than bad. Finally, so but on weekends it was a point where I was reacting to the houses in Orlando. I was reacting to hotels, so I would just stay in my car. And so I've stayed in my car quite a few times, or the rental car before I had this car. But it's very hot, and it's not easy staying in the car. And so I'm reaching out and doing this because if anybody has any connections to Daytona Beach, Ormond, on the coast, the East Coast, Melbourne, any of those areas, I'm trying to find a space in one of those areas. Space that's tiny, tiny. I don't care. I don't need much. I've got my luggage here, and that's all I was able to keep. This is it. This is all I have left. And a huge bag of medication and supplements. But and this card that stays with me because all beside me all the time because I need the reminder. And so, anyways, if anybody has any connections to that coast, me trying to find a place, I need a not water damaged building. I need it to be not moldy. I need it to not have any previous damage because that's where I get into a lot of trouble for right now. Once my immune system starts kicking in again, then I can be the vintage girl that I once was. But until then, I need clean air, and I do really well at the beach. Even something inland in Orlando area, if it's clean, I don't mean, I know people's houses are clean, but just no water damage or mold or mildew or that kind of stuff. That's, if I stay out of that, I think that's really why treatment is going so well, and I'm not having these drastic reactions that I used to have. I mean, I'm just not having them now. So I thank God that He gave me the message, and it was clear as day, stay out of those environments, and I've been doing really well. But if anybody, I'm going to try to cut this off now. If anybody, if you can please share this, I do need help financially still with treatment, with finding a place, beachside or Orlando area. I need help with all of that. So please, if you can share this or if you have any connections, please contact me. I love you guys so much, and thank you for getting me here, and God bless you, and God is good, and I'm going to get back, and I'm going to be well, and